It's dangerous if you drove off the track, you'd probably die, but it's not.
Welcome to the Victorian High Country. We are here with the local boys.
Crap, this is like going up, literally, you know when you go up a roller coaster?
Led by Uncle Pooly, showing us some of his favourite camp spots.
Possibly one of the coolest places I've been.
This is a spot Mac and myself have never been before.
Whoa. That's sketchy.
Search on Google what's the hardest track in the Victorian High Country and it actually says it's this one.
This is part one of our High Country trip.
We were in influencer heaven just before, like taking so many photos of the car.
So this is the High Country episode. We just came from the King Chrome Invitational, which you would have just seen. And
Car's got the well hiding down there.
This is Max has a bent axle.
If you cross your eyes a little bit, they look straight. And we have your guys' favourite FJ45. We got Richard back that you guys met in Stratty. You better be following his channel or he's going to be very upset.
Pumped to be here, fellas.
This is like a footy rev up. But we got Pooly in the pub truck.
I actually just was coming up here to check the fences. I seen you guys on the way and I thought I'd just join in.
And how the fence has been so far?
Well, so far they're looking good, so it's been a really good season and yeah.
Freezing me bloody nuts off.
Somebody didn't bring
this
warm
bloke.
clothes.
Queenslanders, it's alright. Yeah. The sun's shining on us.
Oh, you got boots on. You got a little more than me.
Okay, we are already a little behind schedule, trying to chase camp, heading up Dargo High Plains Road here. Plan was to get to somewhere near the Blue Rag track. Hopefully it's not too dark when we get there. Woo! Well, you have 100 pound in that.
We've made it to the start of Blue Rag track.
Yeah.
And we've decided we're just going to do a night wheel and try and get all the way to the end. Because that's where the best camp spot is.
Whose idea was this, Pooly?
He doesn't love night mission.
No,
No, it wouldn't be me.
Nah.
Nah, I've already been out of the car. I'm just checking that my tyres are out.
Oh, don't jump in the dirt, mate.
Oh, I hate that.
Nah, you're going to have to put oil in it now.
Oh, don't do that if you can avoid it.
You're in a rush, mate. You know that it's already dark.
Quick, it's getting dark. Guys, if we don't go soon, it'll be dark before we get to camp. Okay, we are at camp, but the plan has changed. We did not drive the track because we found the first campsite in here. It's not too bad. So plan is tomorrow we'll go to the start of the track and drive the whole thing the correct way because it is pretty late.
The fire, when the fire starts to burn, right?
Us Queenslanders, we are already feeling the cold. We've got the fire cranking. So quite the fire you've got going, boys. Well done. Ha! A little bit excited about the fire because we haven't had one in a bit. They're all bloody banned in Queensland. Not everywhere, but everywhere we go. What do we got for dinner, Pooly?
We've got a bit of everything here. I've got steak saying a couple of chops, a couple of snags.
Jesus.
No zinger boxes up here.
I've got 2 burgers. They were on special. They're about to go off tomorrow, so anything could happen from here.
Okay. What are we talking? Just a bit of hard beer.
Yeah, a bit hard. As a single lad, you've really got to watch your calorie intake.
First night camping, absolutely amazing, and we get to wake up to this incredible spot like no other camp I've personally ever stayed at.
Yeah, g'day, I'm Lockie Pool and this is Lockie Pool.
Where are you from?
Canberra.
Canberra.
Yeah. Where do you like to go on weekends?
The High Country.
Yeah, High Country is pretty good.
Give us the backstory, Lockie.
Last night we were camping just here and I got this tag on Instagram and it was just a picture of a guy in a chair, but then like a picture of me from our little podcast episode. And it's like my doppelganger and sure enough, they just pulled up. Here, so.
And his name's Lockie Pool.
And his name's Lockie Pool. And he drives, do you drive V8 Cruiser?
I do drive.
He drives the same ute and all. Is it work, mate?
Nah, Jack.
Oh.
He's a fancy Lockie Pool.
Yeah, fancy Lockie Pool.
Anyway, I just thought I'd take the opportunity to get a photo, because that's pretty funny. Thought we'd come back to the start of the track, just so it makes sense. We only camped probably a minute up this little hill just then, but thought we'd come back and just show you where you start.
Peace and love, man. It's the emu shirt really coming out in me.
Jeez, mate.
Kentucky Fried Boost.
Kentucky Fried Boost, Emu Customs, designed and built. Jono. Let's introduce Jono.
He came late last
We
night.
got Pooly's mate Jono here. He's about to get run over by a car, so we're gonna move. Yeah, so Jono's come out all the way from
Gisborne in Victoria.
Victoria, with his
All the way.
solidly set up D-Max. That thing is a weapon.
It's crazy, guys. We'll get into this later, but we'll
Where do you
just,
see the winch on the front of it? It's pretty crazy. Then we've got our newest member,
Uncle Richo.
Uncle Richo. Richo's got a big.
not
It's
Aussie
too
enough.
boring. We can't use Richard. It's too hard to say
Yeah.
on the UHF. It's too long.
Oh, it sounds like
Richo.
I'm talking to like a prince or something too. It's like, oh, Richard.
Basically, what happened was Macca was sick of losing to me, and he had to knock me down a couple of pegs.
All right, so this is Blue Rag. As you can see, that's the sign. Just to, I don't know, prove it. Pooly reckons it's a pretty cruisy drive. It's not like extreme, but
Pretty cruisy for a cruiser driver.
yeah.
No,
So
man, you're not driving a cruiser. then.
no, well, maybe
No, I'd class it as like a medium kind of a track.
medium.
I mean, like if you're in something that's not very well set up, something fairly stock, it's probably a good challenge.
Yeah. Okay. So
But it's great views, and it's dangerous if you drove off the track, you'd probably die. But it's not. It's
Fill
not.
me with
There's no
confidence.
off camber like big like dangerous stuff. It's
okay.
You just put it in low range and just drive up it kind of
Correct.
track.
All right. Well, let's get stuck into it.
Take lots of photos, man. Digital memories.
You always have been. Walk out that door. You're your own kid. But there is someone in your
Getting stuck straight into the Blue Rag track. This is the first little hill up to the camp spot you saw last night. Looks as though we've absolutely nailed the weather again. What a day to be here.
You're on your own. You're on your own, kid.
We are officially on the first track of the Big High Country. It is stunning. Like, man, I've just, whoa, just lost my bloody in front of it.
But you're on your own.
We got Pooly leading the way in the pub truck. I'm right at the back of this pack, kind of the film car for the trip, I guess you could say. From experience, I've watched a fair bit of content from the high country, and you do know it's steep, but it's a whole different ball game when you actually get here. These trails can actually be a lot steeper than they look. The camera just tends to flatten it all out. Yeah, you're already on tool.
Mate, I am removing my mud flap, which is illegal. Straight to jail.
I was getting caught, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was getting caught up, so just pulled it off. I'd rather have a mud flap for the road than out here.
Special.
Man, the views are insane. It's a fun little track. Like, it's nothing, but it's like, if you're in like a stockish full drive, it'd be really, really fun and sort of challenging. So I've had a hot tip from Pooly and Richard to put actually it's from Richard to put a bag inside the bag.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Otherwise they just go a bit feral. Yeah. Like, you can gurney it out, but if you're on a long trip. I don't know if you can see down there, you probably can't, but it is just a giant drop off. Good before coming to the high country is check your brakes. Make sure all your brakes are working. Oh, sick butt. It is amazing. The views are psycho. Yeah, there's just absolutely insane amounts to see out here. This is one track, and the boys are like, oh, you won't even see a tenth of the big high country. And looking around, I believe it. Get us to see what we can while we're here. We don't have a huge amount of time. We only got 3 or 4 days, and we're gonna get back and start editing these for you guys. Well, TJ does. Pooly coming up to the flex section. Oh, look at them shiny KMCs. Oh, nice bit of tuck. Richo coming through. Let's go, Richo. My turn. Here we go. Let's get some flex up in this bitch. Go, go, go. Yeah, nice, nice.
Alrighty guys, this is definitely steep, this track. Woo! Yeah, a little bit of a steep one back home. So this is where the lockers really make all the difference. Just walk through, no dramas. That would actually be a bit of a situation if you're in an unlocked vehicle.
That was just a cool little flexi spot.
Sure.
Everyone loves flex. I love watching suspension work.
Okay, it's safe to say Mac and myself, we're getting the full high country experience here. So as you can see, coming up here, one more very steep ridge to sort of climb. If you're afraid of heights, maybe the high country is not the trip for you because, oh my goodness, check out the view.
Alright, hopefully I can show you guys how steep this track is and skinny, but holy crap, this is like going up, literally, you know when you go up a roller coaster and you're like, oh man, we're getting higher and higher and higher. Oh, I'm gonna put my front locker in for this. Yeah, this is extremely steep, guys, extremely steep. Which is why I solidify. Make sure you got good brakes.
Welcome to the peak. 360-degree views. Definitely worth the 30 to 40 minute drive to get to the top of this and check it out. Bloody shed life sticker up there, mate.
Yeah, mate, slapped her up. We have made it to the summit, and
Yeah, this is the top or the highest part of this spot, I think.
I've got to say, it is possibly the coolest thing, one of the coolest places I've been. It's
Good.
like, you can't, camera's not going to show this scenery, how many bloody mountains and things there are. Sound like a wally.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just not somewhere I'm used to going. Like, we normally go island hopping and stuff, so.
Yeah. We are not used to this terrain, so very different to us. It's cool to see, guys. Pretty stoked.
Did someone say KMC?
Alrighty, time to head back down the hill. Pooly's taking us down this super steep and windy little track. A few switchbacks in it. Even I had to do a 3-point turn to make this one.
Well, this feels sketchy as. Oh, I don't like this. First gear low. Whoa. Oh man,
Steep.
that's sketchy. Oh dude. Yeah, it's pretty sketchy, boys.
You may have seen Richard's FJ45 on previous episodes. We've had him on before. This thing is absolutely incredible, guys. Sitting on an 80 series chassis for approximately a 2-inch lift, it's actually really well set up for tough touring. Check this thing out. It actually just works so well. Coming in right behind him, we've got Jono's D-Max now. We'll get more into this later on. Set up for tough touring as well. Coilovers, solid axles all round. The thing is absolutely crazy. down into the first river crossing of the trip. Pretty exciting. If you are enjoying this episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are banging out content every week. Heaps more to come. We got Richard here. He has the only petrol engine in the whole convoy, but it doesn't scare him off at all. Straight in. It's already getting on, nearly lunchtime. The plan is we're going to head over to Crooked River Campgrounds. There's a cool little swimming area and a good spot to have lunch before hitting the famous Goats Bluff track this afternoon. Some of these river exits have a little bit of fun for everyone to get out of the river, basically.
Nah, just going for fish, mate.
What are you catching here, Pooly? You reckon?
Oh, you know, I'm looking for the big ones. Water looks nice.
Right, we're catching lunch, big boy.
What do you reckon's in there?
Got to be flowing water, cold as Victoria. It's got to be a bit of salmon, I reckon.
Oh, I reckon there might be Murray cod in there.
Oh, it could be a bit of cod.
Oh, I guess I better cast one out.
Yeah, righto.
Oh, I'm on!
Pooly, what are you doing, mate?
I'm on!
What is that, mate?
Oh, it's a big one!
Oh, what do you use for bait to get all them lights?
For a bit of a swim. Richard's keen. Can't wait. He's been in his boardies for like an hour.
Should have brought the rod.
Yeah. Spotlight, moonlight, nigga, why you tripping? It's moonlight. Shawty look good in the moonlight. All these pussy niggas so bad, mine. Spotlight.
Freshest of fresh, high country water.
It's kind of muddy, to be fair.
Last bit of water for a bit, so I thought we'd come for a swim. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. A little bit of a rinse off.
Freshing, all cleaned up. We are about to hit up the Goats track and try and get camp up there tonight. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm feeling pretty anxious about taking the nav up Goats Bluff Trail. One of the steepest tracks you can do out here. Wish me luck.
Sorry to interrupt this episode, guys, but there's only 2 more weeks left to win the Mighty Ford Ranger's first prize. We got the Maverick Off-Road Camper second prize, the $10,000 toolkit from King Chrome with 868 pieces in it. Any shirts an entry, any sticker packs an entry, hoodies are 2, only while stocks last. Yeah. Or $80,000 if you don't want the car.
Got the Billy Goats and then just quickly send it down and go camp a little bit closer with them. Just drive back to the Dargo Pass and get on the pig.
Oh, we're at the Goats Bluff track.
This is your favourite, isn't it?
Yeah, we were out here scouting it a couple of weeks ago on dirt bikes for you guys, and yeah, it's looking pretty tricky for your garden sheds on wheels.
Turn it up.
Search on Google what's the hardest track in the Victorian High Country. It actually says it's this one.
Really?
Yeah, it actually does.
Okay.
I think the one we just came down was pretty bad.
It's not that hard, but it says it's the hardest.
Oh, okay.
Like today, we have pretty dry conditions. Honestly, we've all got modified cars. I think we'll be pretty good. If it was wet, it'd be a different story. I think it'd be the winters out.
Yeah.
But this is definitely one of the most iconic tracks in the high country. And there's just a lovely ridge line, and hopefully we get the sunset on that ridge line and get the money shot.
We all love a money shot, eh?
Well, let's just get stuck into it.
And you're a little worried your brakes are starting to go a little funny.
Oh, they feel hell soft.
Might give them a bleed tonight.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're very spunty. They're no good.
Wish us luck, guys. You can't, because you're watching this. It's already done.
Yeah, I'll film what I can of this, but it's going to be a pretty tricky drive up. Yeah, I do understand why people have a few dramas filming this track. It's really long and steep. Okay, straight into it, guys. I really didn't feel comfortable getting out of the vehicle too often on this track. Very difficult to film, but we got a few shots where we could. The Navara's basically first gear, low range, right off the bat, and stay there right to the top of this track. Alrighty guys, we are into it. It is definitely a steep track. Starting at the Wonnangatta Road, this section of the trail heads up toward the Pinnacles Fire Tower. The steep section of this track is only about 7 kilometers long, but it has 1,100 meters of elevation gain.
We are at the first helipad of the track, and we've just sort of done, I'd say maybe like a third, a quarter, and we're about to head up that ridgeback. It's like the most scenic technical drive you'll ever see.
Okay.
Don't see any helicopters. Good point, Pooly, thank you.
Alrighty, straight back into the climb. Relentless, steep, uneven road to navigate. The FJ45 absolutely eating it up. I love this thing, guys. It is so cool. Pleasantly surprised, guys. I am in first gear, low range. The little motor has a lot of weight to carry up this hill, but it's got plenty more in it. I'm just basically idling up and no dramas at all. For those who don't know, the Navara is twin locked and I am using both lockers as well as the long travel suspension. All combined, it is helping me breeze up this mountain, no dramas at all.
Jono, you're a local, mate. You've been here a few times.
Adam, surprisingly, this is actually my first time up here, so I'm experiencing it with you guys. It's awesome so far in the element. I love this kind of stuff.
Joe, this is your track, mate. We got you up front. What's the stats? How high we go?
It just keeps on going. So we've got a 7 kilometre long track to the top, and we
ascend 1,100 metres, so
it'll keep you on your toes. It's good.
DJ, having a ball or what?
First gear, low range. Don't worry.
It's actually insane how steep this is.
That's where it gets the name as being the hardest track, or one of the hardest tracks in the high country, is just because of simply how steep it is. And it's pretty easy for us while it's dry today, but apparently it's pretty dangerous when it's wet.
How long you reckon take?
I reckon just over an hour, maybe an hour
20 of just climbing.
What even is the point of getting to the top, you might ask? Well, it is the Pinnacles Fire Tower lookout. Absolutely incredible 360-degree views of the high country, and we're trying to get there before sunset. That's the hope anyway. Let's keep going. Welcome to the very top. It has taken just over an hour for us to get to this point. 100% worth it, like nowhere I've ever been in my vehicle before. Now just a short drive through the forest and we get to the car park for the Pinnacles Fire Tower. Where are we going? You know.
Yeah, we're at the Pinnacle Lookout, and it is a spectacular view.
Watching after you kids, eh? Bloody hell, you better stay on the track and not fall down the cliffs.
Thanks, Dad.
Anyway, we're basically at the top of Billy Goat.
Really awesome lookout, and it's one of the only like rocky lookouts in the high country. It's like a sheer cliff off the end. There's a fire tower up here, and there's a guy that lives in it and looks at bushfires.
A bit of a steep run here, boys. Holy. Because we are on a ridge. Less oxygen up here, puffing.
Is it less oxygen or we're just not as good as this?
What are we going to do now, right?
Yeah, we're going to go find camp for the night. Have a big cook up, drink a couple of fizzes.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
The ridge here. Look at this little walkway. So cool. Hike and jumper on, I see.
Yeah, Stay close, hold hands, thanks.
Cliff.
You're done.
Cliff either side.
Did someone say KMC?
Today has been absolutely incredible stuff like I've never done before. We've decided to head back down to a camp that Jono actually knows about. It is the Horseyard Flats. It has its own little river, super nice spot to camp, highly recommend. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Next episode is even better. You are not going to want to miss this one.
Is that how you do it?
Right.